Good afternoon. This is Greg Nelson with Storm Restoration Roofing. I'm at Mr. O'Barr's house. I'll send the address when I turn this in and claim number. This has been a tough one. It's been back and forth with the adjusters. We've had 2 or 3 people out here. We've got all kinds of wind damage on this shingle. We have 2 layers of roofing, which makes it very difficult to repair. But then this right here was brought to our attention by one of the adjusters, which does make sense. It looks like a repair's been made, and if one's been made here, why can't we make them over here? Well, I kind of agreed with, I was like, well, looks like that did happen, until I got to thinking. They layered over this thing trying to save money already. They didn't even strip the layers off. That's why we got 2 layers. Plus, the homeowner is saying that there's been no repair back here. So what has happened is they just got some mismatched shingles to finish this roof off. That's why we're right here. And as you can see, anybody that roofs knows it's almost impossible to tie in shingles like this and to make these repairs right there and right here with a ridge cap right here. Then all of a sudden you got one just by itself there with the ridge cap. Here's another few that were done right here. And the biggest tell is whenever you replace this shingle here, you've got to lift that shingle up. You're going to pull this one out, and you're also going to pull the nails. You're going to lift it up and pull the nails out of this shingle right here. So when you put it back down after you make the repair, or what we're thinking was a repair, when you put it back down, you're going to have multiple nail holes. Your nails are still the exact same way. You only have one, each nail is where it's been nailed in at. So this thing has not been repaired. What it was they just tried to save money and mismatch these shingles right here on the end, because you've got them in several areas. Plus, I'm going to show you something real quick. I've tried to do a repair, and this is even if it didn't have multiple roofs. Well, I did one down there, but all right, this one right here, y'all can see this is a bad damaged shingle. So in order to replace this, I've got to lift these up to get this out. So what I'm going to do, and I have to be extremely careful because these things will tear. They're very, there we go. Okay, I'm just going to do those 2. All right, so I'm going to show you something. I'm going to lift this up. I've got to go up, and I put my snake in there. I'm going to have to get this nail out right here, and then I'm going to have to go and get nails out of these shingles up here as well and pull this out. So I'm raising this up that's about 3 inches maybe. And as soon as you do it, you can see right at the top where it's wanting to bend right there. And I got to go higher than that, guys, but I'm just going up about 3 to 4 inches. Now I want you to see something. Look at that. That's from bending it right there, and it's starting to do that. So even if this only had 1 layer, it can't be repaired. We've had 10 or 12 plus shingles that were damaged on this one. That is part of the original roof. That was not a repair. And I would be more than happy to meet someone out here, an engineer, whoever I need to do. But I've been doing this almost 20 years, and that is not a repair. That was somebody buying some cheaper shingles, which also makes sense because they didn't even tear the roof off. So they were trying to save money. But anyway, any questions, please let me know. I'll help you out any way I can, or I'll meet someone out here. Thank you.